I know about.
I think they know something's up.
It's us.
Me, the code, how to save something and put it somewhere else is nothing. I know nothing. I know it's very disappointing, but I purposely don't look into myself. Because I do not like what I see when I look inside.
I need to lower my graphic settings.
And again, I'm sorry for intrusively asking. I only ask
Fine, if
because...
it means you can help your cousin. I get it. But I'm telling you, if there's someone or yourself that can be like, you know, do you have a contract? Who's your contractee? Or like something like that. You figure out whether they're not a contractor or whether they are. Where they're looking. Also, if they listen to orders from other health synthetics, they're not a contractor.
Got it.
I mean, they can bounty hunters can listen to orders from other LF units. They just can choose not to or follow them. That's the difference.
Contractors are limited, if I remember correctly, with who can tell them what to do.
Yeah, they basically they can choose not to follow orders.
I cannot tell whether Tim is able to
Which the funny thing is, by the way, the stipulation to technician, none of the economics branch can be here. Any other branch can be, just not the economics.
This is still, it's going to be economics because it's...
Yeah.
I mean, I could just color it... Well, they can simply say this was an automated response. Oh, actually,
yeah, no, as simple as that.
No, even better, you could say, well, Oakley is a companion bot manufactured and designed by technician or stuff like that.
Right.
Or etc, etc. You know, made by the economics branch. So she's technically the economics branch. She can't be here.
No.
There's a, that's
What are you doing here?
that's
Oh fuck.
that will be our legal response. Why was Oakley there then? That wouldn't have been summoned if you didn't fuck around with an economics data knight. Wouldn't have been released if you didn't bust into systems you shouldn't have of an economics unit.
I can't wait to have my politic fucking talk with technician, because I stumped him in the last conversation where he was just like, technician was like, I literally can't do anything with this.
Yeah, he could lie to you.
I don't see a reason to lie, to be fair. If it was
Oh, you might be talking to the Nautilus so instead.
up to anyone higher than him, they'd probably let him tell me the truth.
Or Foreman, depends. If Iceberg is the most available, it'll be him, but if Nautilus is...
I think the reason why technician would step in is because technician was kicked out of here personally by Fable. And so there's a personal beef.
Matters concerning Oakley, though, might be is either me or Iceberg, depending on how
People
things
that I
go.
let into my system is Foxhound.
I will say this, if they try to do it in this building is still one of the buildings. I was like, Cody's here!
Was definitely disconnected.
Look, Falad's here. What the
If there's
fuck?
anybody knows
Everyone is here!
Oh my god, all of the people, and they're all walking in this direction.
Yes.
How do they fucking know?
Gonna be Foxhound.
He's looking at my stream.
Dude, they have a full sense. They know
Or it's gonna be Enzy.
there's something's wrong.
That's the ones I
But there's
have.
two DMs sitting in a room
Enzy looks at
invisible.
herself. Foxhound's looked at all of us.
and he's listened to
Winner's
this
been my
config.
mechanic from the beginning.
Same.
I suppose the boys are gonna want in. Just them enough to be in myself. Hold on, boys. I will let you in.
I brought Ethan. I didn't bring Ethan. Ethan just kind of decided to. No, I brought Ethan.
Your man missed you very, very much. He was sitting there. He was all like, "Oh, boo-hoo, life is
Oh,
well,
Oakley's dying.
die."
You see, the one issue I have with things going on at Wiccarium is Oakley,
Thank you.
well, Foxy,
Sorry.
it has a massive lag issues at the Wiccarium.
We're still trying to fix it.
Story. You know, this is the good.
I don't know what it, I think it's the culling is the issue.
Oh no.
I think
Because
that's the bad end.
the Sky Island, by the way, the Sky Island when we got it is
Oh.
1
Pull
FBX.
out the fucking
There's
clipper.
Finn again. Oh, I know exactly what I'm gonna do after the disruptive is over. Because
Play order?
play the sperm cell.
Hades. Relatively okay. I was asking some very sensitive questions. But you guys being here might actually help me. So, if you want to join the conversation, you're more than welcome to.
Oh, is it about the fact that she actually enjoys plushies? I know she doesn't like to talk about it, but we have a couple.
Rip you in half.
Okay,
Rip the
I know
plushies in half,
a
though.
really good plushie maker. And truth be told,
Make yourself
I
look
can
like a
use it.
plushie.
Pussies.
I can hook you up.
I got her one as kind of like a joke because I was just like, I mean, it'd be a gift, it'd be cute, but you know, she can't really feel it or anything. But then she ended up actually hugging it one night, and I was like, oh, that's precious. So I make it like an every other month kind of deal. I have a couple of other places I was thinking of going to try to find something, but it's a process. Gotta always keep her guessing.
I go this way one, please. For absolute top tier quality.
I'm looking for a person.
Plushies.
I'm looking for my burger.
Animals or creatures.
You're cutting out? What?
Fuck, I need to listen to the important conversation. I can't.
Quality.
I'm
High
distracted by
quality.
that.
Very
I'm gonna brain right. You listen to the important conversation.
What is?
Mike from
Can you tell me who's here? I don't see the two of you.
It
Oh.
looks like Cody.
It's Cody. Cody and the
It definitely
lighting
sounds
spray.
like Cody.
Okay.
It's me.
Alright. So, like I said, Foxhound's your best bet. Most likely. Or MC.
Okay, hold on. Ethan.
Who's Ethan?
Oh, there's
Ethan?
Yeah, he's one of the ones you need to talk to.
Ethan! Can you get the fuck
I'm gonna
over
give
here?
you funny permission to do a really, really funny thing. You see that pillar over on the left column?
Yes.
Cody's allowed in.
I just need to drop off something for Aurora.
I think he's fucking stupid.
Reaching the point.
Use your hand to get stuck.
Oh. Thank you. Anyways.
Okay.
You see a long brush that has a glowing light at the bottom of it. It seems to be an insect glaive.
Damn, my leg got a fidget.
Cody, where did you get this? And what is
I
this?
got it like resting, like just right.
It
So my leg just be bouncing.
is a gift for you.
Why? It's not my birthday.
Well, I just thought of being nice. You know, you've
Fair enough.
always been there for me in the most darkest moments, and I feel like now you're something in return. So why not something that fits you? Get a
Pringle.
glaive.
A Pringle.
Oh my god. Cody, this is incredible. Thank you.
Brother, I swear to God,
One
if
of
you
the
don't
Pringles
fucking
is
eat
sideways.
fucking quietly,
There was a Pringle in my food. I didn't order any Pringles.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
The timepiece.
Co-op eating.
I still got like a whole lot of potato salad and 2 hot dogs.
Okay.
hold the
Okay,
fuck on.
Mr. Potato Salad.
What the fuck is the matter with you?
What do you
Okay,
mean?
first of all,
What's wrong with potato salad?
Don't tell me the dogs no matter what through is. No skill. It's gonna be like a.
Oh my god, it's like the trifecta.
Make sure you use our hearts.
Everyone when it's
The Stolitz.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oops, all LF.
Who else could show up that would be perfectly Varix? And then the Vermilion shows up as Riot, and then we got fucking
Oh Jesus.
fuck. I can't.
And it feels
We've
like
got so many people
as
who
you-
want to
as,
do
like, you're on
associated
the
stuff with
final
LF,
stages
but
of
that's like
dying,
completely fair. Because
all of your atoms get like ripped apart, atom by atom, and then you get reassembled somewhere else, and you're like back to how you were just before you started the fight.
What? What the fuck is he talking about?
There was a mission recently to go and save Ash and someone from Riot's group. Both are going
Which
on
we had no
separate
clue about.
missions. Yeah, both are going on separate missions for this, but they were tricked into going to the same place. And LF and Technician basically played them like toys the whole time, to the point of literally tearing them to shreds like Lego pieces and putting them back together with some fancy new technology that they have.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What?
It was
You can do
rough.
something like that?
And Technician has a new body.
You have a new body.
Yeah.
So why are you green and blue? Okay, hold on.
I'm green and blue.
Pull out.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Malfunction, I guess.
Just like the big details on the new body.
Bigger, sharper, bulkier, a lot more menacing looking.
You're saying menacing, like looking into the abyss and the abyss looks back, or are we talking about menacing, like
No, like
looking at
mechanical
Godzilla?
horror type shit.
Mechanical horror.
I
Are we
think
talking
I may
cosmic, or
have...
are we talking like Friday the 13th? Also,
Oh my God,
careful,
Snow Scouts
this one
here.
has Friday the 13th.
The trifecta!
Friday the 13th. I was thinking more like Mechagodzilla.
You mean that movie?
I love Jason in New York.
I was thinking
He's
Fuck.
bad, but it...
Who next?
I got stuck.
Like Mechagodzilla
For a
meets,
fucking data, for a data fucking night to show
Terminator
up? Fuck's sake.
meets
Ooh,
Gundam
oops, I
type
shouldn't
shit.
say that on the stream.
Ooh, no,
So
no,
we're
no,
talking
no, no, no.
about the
Mechagodzilla meets,
God
what's the
damn it.
Godzilla where he's all sickly
You won,
and
Joe.
like gross?
I won
Shin
job.
Throwing
Godzilla.
up blood.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't know if that's-
Mechagodzilla and Shin Godzilla. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think the only one who, like, genuinely out of everyone here,
That's why the Mechagodzilla comes in.
I think that would get alerted, genuinely alerted, would probably be Finn, wouldn't
With
it?
more arms.
You mean like that one guy from Star Wars?
Grievous.
Finn?
General
Yeah,
Grievous. I
because
love these
what? Because
references
Order
right now.
might just pop off
General
and go, what the
Grievous.
fuck was
Yeah.
that?
I actually have thought
Yeah.
against these recently.
I feel like he would be the type to
whatever you're
go,
talking
"What?"
about If we're referring to these...
Technician.
Holy shit balls,
No,
Finnegan.
no,
Shit's
no,
getting
no,
wacky here.
Yeah.
The top of the top.
If you fought against a guy who could split your atoms and re-put you back
Finnegan's
together,
leaving, no!
No.
That's crazy.
No, I'm talking
Ethan
about
lived.
like units that like
Damn it, Finnegan left.
What if fucking... No, Damocles can't show up here.
Very
We all
special.
lived,
He's a very
so.
special guy. We all love.
If he does,
we all love
I'm
Ethan.
coming out
But,
clapping
I remember
cheeks.
On first day, we all went underground,
Damocles would like that though.
and we came into like these
It's a
weird
fight.
units with like
Damocles intentionally showing up to the Wiccarium to fight Babel, who's constantly asking him to leave and he's not welcome.
You full force.
You know, because what it would be is Democles
And some
punches
of them
Fable.
would
Fable
spew
stumbles
out
back. He walks back
blood.
again forward to him, asks him to leave again. He
Oh my
punches
God.
him, but this time he doesn't move. And he's just like,
blood.
God damn it.
Facility.
You're not fun.
The entire
You're just
facility was
standing there,
spewing out biomass
telling me
from,
off.
the top of a tower.
Oh, Foxy.
It would make this blaring horn noise, like, and then it would just like out of the tower, and it would rain down on us. It's all yucky and gross and shit.
Crazy thing about this black box place too is all this nightmare stuff that they went to. They're also opening this place up, like a top section, for fucking like hangouts and events where like people can come and like almost like a club.
We opened a door once, and it looked like a break room. Like there were just like there was one of their armored core like things in there, just chilling.
What's
Same
an
with
armored
Rhythm.
core?
Rhythm actually was there.
What's an armored core?
Well, it's like big mechs, but
was that-
they go really fast.
Wasn't it one of those things I was on the hunt yesterday? That got absolutely fucked up.
Oh, one of the big robots. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
Why
say-
is everyone called the
This armored
Why
core
is
that they
everyone
have is,
called
like,
the
as
Annihilator
big as
an
the
armored
Wiccarium
core?
main
It is
building.
it isn't.
That's
It is,
super
we literally have an armored core, by the way, and it's not the Annihilator.
Wait, who's Forge Master?
It's this
Pick up
big
Foxy.
robot that's even bigger than their armored cores. That's like bigger than the main building of Wiccarium. He has a big ass hammer that he's used for like forging stuff. Like they have a massive forge apparently in their like space stations where these things reside, and they just like they slam down on molten metal and shit, and you know, do metalworking stuff. They're really, really fucking big.
Huh. Okay.
I mean, I can understand where people can go.
The
Why
reason
not get told this or this
all
or that
of this
about
keeps
LF?
coming up
The answer is,
is
there's a lot of
because
fucking information about
I
LF.
asked over here to
I
try
don't expect
and
anyone
give
to
me some
remember it all at
information
once.
About maybe the finer workings of the chassis, so that I could kind of understand a little bit more about them. Oh, hold on. Ethan, I'm gonna throw the paintball at the door. Go reach in the paint and let Oakley in.
Thank you. Appreciate
And
it.
I'm keeping some people
Oh,
stalling
dear
and
Lord in
just
heaven.
hang out with them when they're inside.
Yeah.
You check on them.
Oh, okay. If you need to head out, that's fine.
I guess my question to you is pretty simple. Do you need anybody to like fool around in my code or anything
How do you open the door?
to get you any answers? Because if not, that'd be great.
Reach in the palette paint.
Okay, they are going to follow on
Oh,
in
yeah.
Oakley's code potentially today.
I feel bad that I keep taking people's mana to open the door, but like that's what it takes.
Shug.
Okay.
I don't use mine enough, so.
So here's the thing: is I don't know how to separate. Well, for context for you two, I'm trying to free Gunner from 10. Gunner's 10 are trapped in the same body.
You're talking about that guy that was infected with the black wall, who was about to go run off into waterfront and bleed that shit everywhere?
You know the what?
I was there for the day that Gunner was taken. In fact, actually, I had to be someone to argue for him being taken. So he had gone cyber psycho by the time I got in there. Completely. And he was trying to run off through the hive to get to waterfront. And at this point, he was going crazy enough that the shit was literally, visually coming out of his head. So we had to make a call. Either we let him go into waterfront, and then the way that Blackwall was described to me was essentially an insta-kill to any and all synthetics or electronics or AI-based technology. We had the hive stop him, bring him back, and the only containment option we had, because LF was at the doorstep, was LF.
Okay. A lot of things are
I just
happening.
fucked myself on a roll.
Yeah, free him.
Uh,
I don't know.
the trash cat that's
I'm not
outside
really for
found a
killing
clockwork
people. They weren't like
amulet.
they used to be,
It's
but
the common magical item.
I don't know.
What it
Batman
does
seemed way
is
too
if you
far
fail on a
gone.
roll, it
Like I
automatically
said, this
uses
shit was
it
coming
one-time
out of his
use
fucking
if you're
head.
trying to use it or trying to do anything to it.
It was bad.
And it changes any result to a
The
10.
AI that's controlling him right now
That's
is made
below
of
10.
Blackwall.
So
Maybe
it
they
like
consolidated
corrects
all the
one
Blackwall
roll.
into the AI 10.
She was like, all right, I'm going to try and fix it. She tried to fix it. And by doing so, she got a natural 1, and the device activated, turned it to a 10, and then dissipated because the one-time use happened.
Oh my god.
It's
so
I just sat there like, are you kidding me?
Because from how
I would have been
10
given a little reward to the
acting,
trash cat
10 is
just by
absolutely
looking
fucking
around on the ground.
insane. And I mean,
I knew rolling that
actually
one.
fucking crazy.
At
Again.
least it's out of the way.
To go and take Lucas, and for all intents and purposes,
cat's just confused.
basically start beating him to death with his own body because he could. Meanwhile, Lucas tried to talk to me and basically issue the fact that he didn't feel like he had any control and he was terrified of what was going on around him. So
Your mic's open, dude.
thinking
Your
there
mic's
is a
open, dude.
possible way to separate the two because of what Ten has been doing, which is basically flipping a switch, allowing Lucas to come forward and then shoving him away in a box whenever he feels like it. And it's been
I want to see what's
more
going
than
on
one
outside.
conversation that this has happened. So, if that's the case, I'm trying to figure out how do I get Gunnar out so that Gunnar can go home to his wife.
So I hate to be this guy, but
love
some of the best
Wiccarium.
people you could have to do this, people like, Powder. LF is being sure to tactically find excuses for them to be put into harm's way and then to be mentally scarred to a point where they don't want to do this anymore. I'm gonna be real with you, I don't even know what to do anymore. I'm prepping and planning with people, but that's because it's just the only option that we have, and I run the fucking Iron Arms, which at this point may as well be the major faction against LF right now. And I don't even know.
Give me 1 sec, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
It's rough. People are trying, but it just feels like they're getting countered on every side of it. Any bit of info that we learn, they come back at it with 12 times more.
We should ask if anybody knows who went to go save Jane and brought back the other LF synths. They probably know how to at least disconnect someone from the hive system.
At least if we could do that much, we might be able to give them a chance.
Maybe. There's something. I don't know who all went though. I
The
know
other
Jane
part of
came
it
back.
being, if they're in this black box facility, I don't know if I can withstand the mental of having my body torn apart and re-put back together again multiple times.
Well,
But there's literally no one
don't
else.
go up against Technician.
Technician already has my fucking number. The rat bastard stole one of my people's, basically their hearts, for all intents and purposes, and then tried to market it at 2.4 million credits, trying to give it back to me. I already know he doesn't like me. So it's even worse because I see Gunnar as a cousin. Gunnar is family. He's been there for me almost every step of the way. So I don't know what to do.
Look, I don't think we're at any stage where there is anything that we can do. So far, the groups that I've seen who have stepped out to go and put the real fight out, Derek and Riot and them, look at them now. Derek's battered to all shit, his legs all kinds of fucked now from a sniper shot, and his people they're doing... Riot, she's fucking screwed right now. Literally, she can't even go to a meeting right now because after that, no. I don't know if there is anything we can do right now, or if I'm being honest, I don't even know if there's anything we can do this time. They're pushing everyone down as hard as humanly possible.
That seems to be their MO.
Mm-hmm.
Break them till they can't get back up. Find someone they haven't broken yet. And let them understand what the fuck they're getting into.
Amaris gave me a whole bunch of files and stuff, documents and stuff about what LF was before. The only reason why they won last time was because they had people who literally dedicated their lives to going after these people, and they found one in, and then pushed it as hard as they could whenever they decided to take Flurry. They're not gonna make that mistake a second time. All the people who pressed hard last time are gone or left. And they're not gonna be dumb enough to go snatching someone like Flurry. They snatched Ashley, they snatched this person from Riot's group. They were smart. Only small groups of people would go after them. And now look at where we are now.
It's not gonna be easy. But if actual synthetics that were made by that company were able to be pulled out of that system and saved when they went and got Jane, then someone trapped in there might also be able to get out. I don't know how, but it ain't out of the realm of logic.
Look, I'm telling you how hopeless the situation is, not to make you lose hope and to give up on everything, but it's just to remind you just how real this situation is.
I understand how fucking real the situation is.
Okay, lower your voice.
What you're not realizing is that there's no way to come out of this unscathed. You are aiming to get out of this unscathed. It ain't gonna happen, babe. It just
No one
ain't.
gets out of this unscathed. I was already put inside of a tube for 3 days. I already have a contractor after me. I understand. But this is family. I can't let my family just suffer and die.
There are a lot of people hurting right now, and they ain't gonna be able to pick this up. But there are some people out there that's got information for you. Point at the right people.
You said NZ, Foxhound, and Winter, right?
Those are the people that I know that have some sort of information that might be able to help you, and this doesn't go anywhere else.
Okay.
I can't expressly tell you what they know, but they might be able to help you.
Just be ready for them to bite back at you if you try to ask. You know they wouldn't want to share it.
If there is another set of people that could possibly help, it's whoever it was that saved Jane and got them out with the others.
Now a bad time?
That time.
You guys looking for something? Sorry, we were having a private
We were
meeting.
just.
It's fine. I
Sure.
think I'll just.
We'll take off. Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry.
Apologies.
I love hearing this meeting of like, you know, people who know and have good information might be able to help, might be anywhere, and then Aurora just shoot away. Benny, there's a lot of information on this subject and would very clearly want to help.
Possibly.
Ethan, do you?
It's just it's such a tragedy.
He might be busy right now.
It's okay. You can take his time. I'm not.
Clutch. Clutch was one of the people that saved Jane.
You mean,
Who are
hold
the
on.
people who
Clutch,
saved
you mean
J-Mills?
big
Clutch?
Clutch.
Ethan. Oh,
Bulldozer
Ethan!
Clutch.
Ethan one of the people,
One
yes.
and only.
Oh my god, are they gonna get... They're gonna call
I have
Vincent?
never been so glad to help save the life of a synthetic in my entire life. Okay, that's not true. I was happy the day that I gave you a job. Actually, that's not true. I've been happy for a lot of synthetics. Okay, this is actually giving me some inspiration. I'm kind of thinking that I might have an idea, but I hope that old synth knows something more than he's seen. Okay,
Bridget,
it's perfectly fine. Okay,
and
this might give me
Elizabeth.
some happiness.
Those are people.
Okay, the other problem is that I'm not a tech person. I'm a magic person. And I'm fighting on a field that I really don't understand.
Join the fucking club there.
What is Gak
I
doing?
know how to shoot a gun.
You are muted, by the way, Cora.
I tried
If you're wondering.
talking to Ader. Ader gave me
I think he's having a conversation with
small
someone
explanation
somewhere.
of how their I don't really know what they're called. Their mage units kind of function. When the contractor attacked me, I called for backup, and some of the models came and assisted, and they called out this mage unit that basically shot the rainbow at us, and then there was this very large monolith-looking structure that kept empowering them. And he gave me a breakdown of how their... I don't want to call it magic, but their manipulation of logic helps them bend reality in a way that allows them to manipulate the elements around them. And I think I can deal with that,
Alright, one moment.
but that's coding, and I understand language very easily. Language is one of the few things that I'm very good at, but I don't know how well I'm going to be able to keep up with that kind of logic if I'm in that kind of a setting. So I'm hoping that there are people that I can call on for help, because I can't do this alone. And I know everyone is hurt, and I know everyone is scared, and I know everyone just wants it to end. But I also understand that this doesn't go away unless we choose to make it go away by whatever means necessary. Yes, boss lady. Hello, boss lady. How can I help you, boss lady?
You guys okay?
Still
No, I'm crying. I'm crying in the
Oh.
club.
Who do I need
I'm
to
so
kill?
sad right now.
Who do I need to
Kill all the people that are banned from here.
kill? God, I wish.
Understandable. Okay. I don't know. I'm just trying to... I want to have a plan. I don't want to just run in. I'm good at talking. I'm good at speaking. I'm good at deal making. But this doesn't seem like one of those things where you can just walk in and make a deal. The last time I tried to make a deal, I got 2.4 million thrown in my face. And he laughed at me on the way out the door.
There are names that I won't bring up right now. Not until I get their permission to bring them up. But there are certain people that have been disconnected from the hive mind. People that are, for all intents and purposes, now freed. What you're aiming for is something like that. What I will ask them is if they feel comfortable enough to speak to you in the future. Maybe they have answers I don't. I was never connected to the mind in the first place. I woke up never having been connected. I have some answers for you.
Dick, I'm sorry. I know. I feel like I'm causing a stressful situation.
No, look. It's not that this isn't stressful. Because it is. 1,000,000%. But I don't know what to do about LF. Every wall and way that I've seen looks too big for any of us to overcome. I've never seen a more hopeless situation in my life. To the point where I literally have genuinely thought of grabbing her and leaving this city and never returning. Genuinely just let it burn. Because no matter what, they always find a way to peek their head over the walls. Literally every answer we have, they have a counter answer. To the point where, why even try? But fucking this is my home. Even though I live in Windchime and I would rather fucking stay, tired of the filthy air and the gross ass fucking fluid and the fact that evil corporations want to keep fucking with Zafira. Useless, stupid, dumb bastards who want to waste everyone's fucking time, day in and day out, but still they come. I lived 28 years of my life there. And too many of you fuckers decide to keep going back. If I let it burn, then I'd leave everyone else behind. I'm not my dad. I don't do that. So me personally, even though I'm stressed, I'm fine. I'll keep fighting. Though for me, that's gonna be through racing and organizing the Iron Arms. Throwing my head at a wall 1,000 times over, I'm not gonna do that. Ethan, Orion, and them, they're the strong boys who can go do that. That's their job. Powder and the others, their job to do all the technical snow scale and all them. That's their whole shabiz, not me. It's just not what I can do. I'll be fine. You guys are the ones who you need the consoling. It's your family. I'm not gonna argue, you know. If Oakley was taken, I'm sure I'd be in your... Oh, no, I wouldn't be in your shoes, because I would be on a death wish at this point. So, I'm not gonna criticize anyone for being upset or anything, especially with everything that's going on. So I don't need an apology. You're good. It sucks for everybody. It's hopeless and dreary and painful, because god damn it, it always fucking is. Always. What, we got like a month? 2? Christmas. We got Christmas. And even they were still pressing on the fucking doors, the needy pricks.
Something's changing. There is something.
What? The fact that they're torturing people more openly now?
No, I have been told time and time again that there's no way to disconnect an already connected synthetic from that place. Shin rammed it down my throat into my brain over and over again that there was no way and no reason and you should just give up. And you know what happened a month after that? I saw a clutch with a brand new level 1 riding on them. And I said, who's this? And they said, oh, we found a bunch of them when we were at Saving Jane. We got them out. That's something. That's huge.
Wait.
Yeah,
Oh my god, I know who those level 1s are.
Towards them. I'm
They're
sure
the ones
this
that
is
were
really
rescued in the
big,
J mission, yes. I think
That's
I
a
Freed
big
ones.
thing.
They're the worshippers of Horizon.
I'm back.
Are they?
Voices in my head. We're having very
Yes.
compelling conversations.
Fucking okay. I'll explain something to
believe
you.
it.
All right. So there's a bunch of freed level 1s
Yeah, one of them
that
sounded
were
almost
freed
like
by
Grace,
Horizon
weirdly
and
enough.
his and
What the fuck are you doing
Marrow
with that
with their
kind of voice in
divinity
here?
combined.
I
Because
don't know, he was talking
fucking
to me
technician
about,
said,
like,
1,000 of them in front of Horizon's shrine to pray to him for like 2 weeks straight, and it was driving both Mori and Horizon mad. Horizon did something about it. So did Marrow. Marrow changed out all their like vials for explosive glitter bombs, and Horizon freed them all. Technician immediately as that happened took them in, and because they were now fully awoken, they weren't just freed, they were made awoken as well. Beyond what a normal level 1's capable of.
I need to listen.
Jane.
And also, I just said they were freed level 1s. I never said anything specific.
Okay.
My general canon in my head was that they are just level 1 units that are in the same situation as Oakley and all the other freed units. They just gotten caught. We're in holding for now.
I'm gonna ask Fox about it later. Like, is it those ones?
The
I know he captured them.
I need to listen. I need to listen.
Gadget.
That's why they got litter.
Oh. I mean, realistically, I couldn't really tell how much was disguised and what wasn't. So I don't know. But and then there was one other. Struggling to remember who.
She literally went Cyber Psycho in the mission.
Gidget.
Come on.
I don't remember, but there was one other person on the team. That's actually the mission where I lost my left arm. I fucking rage baited Foreman into and I tried to take a hit for clutch so that they didn't get fucking demolished, and just took my arm off. So.
How did you?
That's also where we fought Oni, as well.
What the hell is an Oni?
The corrupted version of Lilac. You know the partner of Liberty, the synth.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the one that calls herself like the daughter of Foreman.
Well, Foreman calls it her daughter. She herself, this Oni thing, is basically like a switch in her head. It's always watching and will basically activate whenever she decides to step outside her bounds.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we fought her before we fought Foreman. I think I told Foreman that his daughter really does fight like a Disney princess.
You're bold.
That sounds about right.
I love rage baiting Foreman. He is the easiest motherfucker to rage bait. It's so funny.
Yes, he's really easy to get mad, but he gets stronger when he's angry. So
yeah, because we killed him. Me and Orion 2v1'd him and killed him. Over body.
Two really fucking strong individuals,
if you
though.
Killed him, how's he still alive?
Well, because the bounty hunters come back.
Foreman's not a bounty hunter.
You're never getting rid of my bounty hunter?
You might want to correct that, because I'm pretty sure Ethan does know the information.
Ethan, I'm 100% sure that you're aware that the Foreman is not a bounty hunter.
Because of his name.
That's what I was told, is that he was.
Thank God that voice that came out of nowhere told us that exact information.
God, man.
Is his name?
Who told Ethan the Foreman is a bounty hunter?
Disembodied voices in the room. I, Ethan, never cared to learn what he actually was. I was told that he was a bounty hunter one time, and never cared to learn or elaborate that information.
Ooh, what's that on the floor? Is that a card?
Oh, thank you.
Who told him that his Foreman's a bounty hunter? Who? Who is spreading?
But yeah, from what I
This is
understand,
getting
he's, like, one of the
ridiculous.
bounty hunters, so he just comes back.
Oh.
It's like if
I mean,
someone else
so
kills your bounty hunter,
it's something I need to like drill into people's heads.
they like level
Is
up or something.
all of the synthetics with 3 eyes are bounty hunters.
Okay. Wait. Okay.
Someone's only got
so,
one.
Contractor
big
goes,
one.
breaks my
Yep.
knee, and then I'm out, for 2 and 3 days. He goes,
It's one in his
and
chest, right?
disappears and says, "We'll see you again."
Yeah,
And
but
I'm
he has
gonna
a
keep seeing
forward
him
extending
again
neck rather than
every
upward
damn
extending
single
neck.
time.
Apparently
It's
every
just-
single
it's
time.
gonna keep going up.
But like,
Apparently,
this
every
one,
time
I've
you
seen-
kill one of them, they like upgrade, don't they?
Well, if you kill your bounty hunter, if someone else kills them, from what I understand, they don't level up or anything.
True.
So then
It's
how
like
do
a
you get
loop.
rid of them?
But apparently, if you like injure them to the point where they can't continue fighting, and you just don't kill them, they'll try to kill themselves, and it'll count or something.
What?
At least that's a theory that I heard.
Oh my god.
Huh? When did that happen? Did that ever happen?
Fox always likes hearing the
Basically, only way
theories.
to win the game
I
is
don't
not
think
to
I do.
play.
I think I just like I'm stood there yelling. I'm like a fucking guy stood there yelling at the goddamn
their,
screen.
like, servers and destroy those. And that's the only
Yes,
way.
Maury
That's
told
correct.
you this.
That's
yes,
correct.
yes. Maury told Ethan this.
Well, God only knows where the servers are.
You find that
If
out
I
there.
remember correctly, on the raid to get Flurry back, we actually destroyed one of Foreman's servers, if I remember correctly.
No,
One of
No.
Foreman's servers? How many?
they got a
servers
shard
do
to the
they have?
location of Foreman's server.
I don't know. I was never told an
Many
exact
as a
number.
big bad
Would you like me to give you a reminder? Because I know that you would actually know this because I told you this in character.
I forgot.
Horizon
Just let
told
them
you
do it.
that when
Just-
they
just
killed
let them be
Pullman,
wrong.
they took the shard.
Just let them be wrong. Just let them be wrong.
I'm leaving now.
I forgot. I don't
There's a
remember
better
how many
question I'm
servers
gonna
they have.
ask. There's a better
Okay.
question I'm gonna ask because they were gonna ask it in the first place, and we circled it, so now we're gonna come back to it. How the fuck did you get the level 1s to disconnect from the hive?
They were already like that. I don't know.
What do you mean?
When we opened the cells and we found some like rogue level 1s, they were already like that. We didn't like they thought that and one of them thought that I was like with LF and they were defending themselves against me. But I told them no, sweet baby, we're not with them. We're here to rescue you. And they're like, "Oh, okay. Can we leave?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course. We'll leave."
They locked them in cells. How long were they there?
I don't know.
Wait,
Were
hold
they
on.
ever connected to the hive mind in the first place?
I don't know.
Shit.
Same situation that you had, baby. Apparently they just kind
see,
of woke up.
Shit.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know.
confuses me
Oh,
because
I
Where the
think they
hands
got.
go?
There
Okay.
was one time in
Yeah, there we are.
Industrial
They
where
got
we
the they got to
found,
the conclusion.
Sweet.
a LF ship actually just crashed near us, and we went to go check it out, and it was just
Ethan recalling information hurts
free
me.
like, rogue LF synths, like a bunch of companion bots, a bunch of level 4s,
Here's the
3s,
thing,
2s, 1s.
right?
I think even some 5s.
Is
Until some
the exact
scrappers came by and tried
details are
rounding them up and
wrong,
taking them for themselves,
but
and
like
then LF
the
showed up and tried to
conclusions
take them
are
for themselves.
correct.
And then
So
we said,
wrong
Yeah.
formula,
and they
right
started shooting at
answer.
us,
And in the end, I'm
only-
not too mad.
One of them survived.
He remembers
Oh my
the
The
vibes.
pink one at the bay.
I just looked out the window. There's a collar.
oh my god. Oh wait, the one that wears the bandana top?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. You know, think about it like this. There was a really old company way back in the day called Apple. They made their own OS system, one that actually is kind of archived to this day. Had to learn about it because I actually used to know how to jerry-rig doors. And funnily enough, there's a couple of doors out in Zero that actually went off of Mac OS. Fucking wild. I don't remember how to fuck with it now, but one of the things I learned about it was that they wanted their own specific software, proprietary, untouched, their own specific stuff. So They made sure to make everything their own, faults and all. Now, of course, over time, they thought theirs was superior. Even in their own mistakes, they still looked at as superior. So they improved upon them and covered a lot of those mistakes under a bunch of spaghetti code. What we could be looking at, because let's be real, some of the creations from LF are kind of stupid, right? The robot dogs are kind of silly. I would have shown a picture of like a robot snake man and a bunch of meat. Like a bunch of weird shit that just, well, it wasn't a picture of because you can't take the pictures, but that's what I was told about. That's what the description was given to me, right? They're going out of their way to keep enhancing and creating, and then just putting more spaghetti and more spaghetti and more spaghetti. Hell, the contractors sound like the dumbest idea to me. Why would you make a unit whose job it is to be killed by a person over and over and over again? They're having fun with this.
Almost
They're
like
playing it
to
like a game.
learn the individual.
So what we're seeing is the aftermath. They've been running off a spaghetti code for so fucking long, running in the dumbest way. Explain anything to me that Lee Foundry has been doing in industrial that makes a lick of fucking sense from any company, anywhere. So what we're seeing is the aftermath. We're seeing companion units, which are pretty fucking deadly, mind you, waking
spaghetti.
up. Level 1 units. Who the fuck knows? There could be level 2s, level 3s. Like, we don't know. We don't know how bad it is behind the door.
Hope you enjoy the knowledge it made of spaghetti code, Oakley.
I was told once that
Yeah, that's
Technician
bad.
himself was actually a bounty hunter once. And the reason that he is like management position is like top of the top is because he killed his contract. The same thing that happened with Cass, actually. Cassie was killed by her contractor. And so, if I remember, I think it's Domino or Dom and Eno. They like make one or something. They got promoted to management position because
Ethan's
they
brain
killed
is suddenly
Cassie.
locked in because he's getting up.
But
It's great.
Technician supposedly rigged the contractors to where even when they succeed, he still gets a promotion and succeeds. So he got promoted to upper management after Domino got promoted to management level.
How did you learn this?
How flawed do you think he has to
management,
be? Synthetic unit that is
the
supposed to be
management
running off of
promotions
laundry.
Things
in
was
the
in the
LF
system
server.
hive mind,
Staff
yes,
his
and that can
own
be read by
fucking
people who are
employees
deckers,
that are
yes.
Successful.
Okay,
Yep.
no.
Well, see,
You know
that's
what I
the
mean?
thing, is that he's not like punishing them for doing their job or anything. It's just that he is giving himself some of that credit, is what
That's
I'm
a punishment. That's what I mean, though. They're supposed to get this. You take that away from them and give it to yourself. They end up punished for doing good work because they get nothing. See what I mean?
I mean,
Oh, they still get something.
I mean, when it
but
comes to contractors, like,
I'm gonna stop mumbling.
most of them are, evil and fucked up and really weird and crazy and whatnot. But, like, I've only ever met my contractor, who I actually kind of enjoy. We literally go disco dancing every Friday night.
You're weird.
I worry about your mental
You're
health.
weird. That's weird. You're weird.
I,
That's weird.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's weird. You're weird.
I kind of want to see if I can free him from their clutches. See if I can free him from their like jurisdiction or whatever the fuck.
You were going disco dancing with a man who is literally with a synthetic who is literally trying to kill you.
He doesn't try to kill me on Fridays. That's one of our rules.
Don't you think that's weird that he has a set of rules that he goes by?
Well, sure, but like, here's the thing though: is he told me that LF is just like they're just assholes to him. Like they think that he is like super unproductive and like does nothing for the company. But from what he's told me, he runs a crime family and like actually makes money down here in Zafira. He doesn't go up to the city or anything.
You go disco dancing with him. What is Ethan?
What?
Hey, Ethan.
What?
You know, they're
When he ends up with a
normal.
knife in his gut, can we all just collectively say "I told you so"? Like
He's
I'm
already
gonna
done
say
that.
it.
I already know what to expect.
and you still.
Okay, you rationalized it. You rationalized it. That's what makes it weird.
Fridays are my safe days. We go disco dancing. Every other day is fair game.
Wait, hold on.
This is an
Actually,
e-sport
wait.
for you.
Disco clubs are still a thing?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I go to them.
That sounds
Dude,
fun.
they are fantastic.
Yeah, no, I want to go disco. Do you want to go disco dancing with me?
Sure.
I think you'd love it, truth be told.
I think so. That sounds
The
nice.
outfits are absolutely
I'll
amazing.
I'll let Mad Dog know. I'm bringing some others. I think he might enjoy the company.
I've spoken with him.
I can't wait to meet him.
You will love him.
I
I'm
hate
sure you'll
you.
have a wonderful time.
How's it feel?
Weird. I'm gonna hit you after this.
I don't feel like there's a weird flex
Started
outside
it.
my window.
I did not.
That's weird.
That's different. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna-
but yeah,
I'm gonna-
I
I'm
look.
gonna
Every
look at the
time I
scene.
keep hearing about LF, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not gonna stop people from trying to fight them. I'm not. But if I'm gonna be real, I'm kind of just waiting for them to trip on their own shoelaces.
I mean, yeah. I mean, as long as we keep, at least I view what we are doing as kind of tying their shoelaces together kind of situation. We're just waiting for them to trip.
There's a giant ass dinosaur outside.
You know, what does that look like? What is a company
Well-
that's built and founded on logic and the expansion, an enterprise, and ultimately taking over and accumulating?
So
host of
here's the
property
thing, right?
look
It's
like
built
in
off
terms of
of
tripling?
it's built off of logic and facts and what have you like that, right? But as we've seen, for example, Foreman, they are some of them are obviously very emotional. Like that could be our tripping point is I don't know, doing some kind of emotional thing towards them, making them
Trip
struggle
really
with
hates it when you lie to him.
yeah.
I mean, what am I supposed to do? Just kiss Foreman on the forehead? Am I supposed to go and shake the technician's hand and say,
Come here,
Romance.
Pookie.
Hope you fucking don't.
Romance him.
No.
Do
Not
it.
like that, right? Not
Route
going
unlocked.
like
Romance
you know,
the Foreman.
commending them when
You'll
they're
die.
actively trying to terrorize us. You
Free
know,
the foreman
but more
by
like
fucking-
make them struggle, make them work for what
Romance.
they're trying to achieve, make them
What a
like,
wild way to go.
make them come head on with conflict and pushbacks at every turn. I'm
I mean, at
sure
that point, you're just looking at wild magic.
that's true. Yes, but that's what you need in cases of adaptability, constant adaptability and logic, is chaos.
But when you're looking at an entity that's whole foundation in how they, for example, with the mage units, how they twist logic and make exceptions to the rules of reality itself in order to apply their own logic and be able to bend elements or principles of reality, how do you then take wild magic, which is by principle just chaotic and twisting of reality in and of itself, and push it that much further? You're just looking at chaos.
So try this. When we were doing nothing against LF outside of Riot's group, they went out of their way to go after Ashley to provoke specific people who they knew would react. Why do you think they did that?
Because they wanted to spark a certain reaction.
Everything that LF does is to get you to react. Because at a time, we didn't know what to prepare for, what to look out for. Now we do. All they're trying to do is to get us to step outside. Because if they press forward, too many people are gonna react. If they actually press their order into industrial, the entire city would erupt. You fucking kidding me? I've already got Garden District at the edges basically being like, give me a reason, an excuse, just over one woman getting hurt. That's how bad it is. And also, we don't know how bad things are going on behind closed doors. Like, I know on the outside, LF could look incredibly scary, but once again, all I keep hearing whenever I hear about LF is ineptitude. Like this whole thing that they did to fuck with Orion and them. Are you fucking kidding me? Congratulations, you scarred some people and probably stealed more. Now all they're gonna do is prepare even harder. The best thing that you can do is to prepare. Talk to your people. Have them stay together. Build communication lines. That's what I'm doing. The next time LF decides to try to get a reaction, we'll have people responding to messages fast enough that by the time they actually try to enact whatever they're trying to do, we're already there. It's gonna be really hard to talk your way out of something when we're staring right at you.
It's also, I've noticed, some of our preemptive strikes, for example, me and Orion going and breaking down an entire LF facility over a body pillow was weirdly effective. It's because they didn't prompt anything from us. We just suddenly decided one day, we want that, we're gonna come get it. And we just did. And not only did we fuck up most of their facility that we went and found, we also fucked up Foreman and caused him to fucking hate me and Orion. And then
Just really
also yeah. But also we have Foreman made it a point to never tell Technician about that. I don't know if Technician knows yet or not, but
He does.
obviously something to use against him.
I mean,
He failed to protect a facility from two fucking idiots who wanted to make a body pillow of his boss.
Because the plan was stupid. That's why they failed.
It was chaotic. It was unplanned. There was no plan. The whole plan was kick down the door, find the body pillow. We had to go into LF data space and make it, and then print it in their foundry, the Leap foundry.
Still not sure why they didn't just lock you in there. That's a thing they can do, right?
They tried.
Wait, so how did you get out?
My contractor had a whole dealio, because that's how I got him. Was that he was, when we entered the data space, he locked it down so that we had to get to the end of our objective, get all the pieces of the Technician body pillow that we needed, and then he showed up and he was just like, oh, you have to fight me for the body pillow. Ooh. And I just chaos. That's what I thrive off of. I am the embodiment of chaos. The Aether itself is the definition of chaos. It makes its own rules and then refuses to follow them, and then makes more. Sometimes it follows them, sometimes it doesn't. It just does whatever the fuck it wants.
Still, be careful on this notion, because the reason why they got away with it was because the loss was so fucking embarrassing that I genuinely don't think it was something that they could ever really come back from if their higher ups had to hear about it. If you decided to go for some wild attack and you didn't accomplish something of similar quality, they could lash back.
So, Foreman's prideful.
Something tells me a lot of them are pretty prideful. Give you a great example, the one that I'm going to be trying to race coming up soon. The moment I even kind of challenge their speed, They went out of their way to just awkwardly stand there, basically talking to themselves, being like, I'm faster. I'm so much faster. That's cute. Think you're fast? It's fucking pitiful. Which I am faster, so who cares?
I don't think they'll be doing it, by the way.
Either way, my stance on how to deal with them is be chaotic.
I fucking laugh on that note.
poke and prod at you,
Yeah,
wait
right.
Let's switch to Fable. If anything happens, let me know.
like,
I'll keep on watching
moment where things seem to lull down.
in case they
and
like
then
try and contact or anything with him. But
They can predict pretty much any time, right? They predicted us coming in and getting Ash in Riot's person. They predicted that really well.
But they knew you wanted that. It made sense
Exactly.
that you would want that because those are things that are of great importance. to
We
you. You have a very
play it
strong
into
connection.
their hands. Pretty much every single scenario that is like that we have suffered like some kind of loss from has been a play into their hand. It's because they prompted us, we fell for the bait and we ran in.
What if that's how you do it? I mean, it's one way of thinking about it. But
Don't
think
go
about
along.
the things. Well, no, yes, obviously, but I'm thinking just loosely, right? Just throwing an object at a wall here. You have all these different groups, right? All of these different groups have different motivations and things that are important to them. Leaf Foundry as a whole, they would know what's important to those various groups, right? What those groups very much stand for, what they're, those things that are important to them and those things that they're willing to fight for. Why don't you make them switch?
Yeah?
If Group A has a strong tie to Objective A, right? Send in Group C to go do Group A's job. All the calculation is based on having Group A come in and bust down the door, and they would be planning for it. But if you throw a wild card at them, like a group that they wouldn't expect to come for the very obvious thing that should be sent, then how do you adapt in that moment for the very thing that you didn't expect for? For example, right? Because secret, I may or may not be a very strong provider for.
Here's the thing, right? Is no matter what tactic we play against LF, there will be an up and a downside. 90% of the time, LF will already know the downside of whatever tactic we're using. If tactic A is to kick down their doors and blow everything up in sight and kill everything, make as much noise as possible, they'll have a fucking backup for plan A. If we perform plan B where we sneak in and all that. I've seen it before. They pretend like they're oblivious to our entry, and they wait until we get to our objective, and then they lock us down and be like, "Oh ho ho, hello team, welcome to the facility. Was your walk enjoyable?" Blah blah blah. That's what they did to us. Even though we commenced Plan A and blew up as much shit as possible, they still they trapped us and they pitted us against each other pretty much. Like, they pitted my team against Riot's team. Like, in a fucked up way. In trying to assist our captive that we're trying to save, who is fighting against their captive, who they are trying to save. They gave us buttons that with neurotoxins that basically attack and was specifically designed for the other team's combatant, and we could go and push that.
Huh.
They will always have backups. The best
Can I
thing
ask
that
you
we
a serious
can do.
question about that? Why'd you hit the button?
Because I knew I could take the responsibility. I knew I could handle the emotional distress that comes with pressing that button, but I knew that Orion in that moment couldn't, and I couldn't let him go through with it. But he still did it anyways, but I still did it first. Plus, I had no idea who the other person was.
Right, but I'm sorry, I had to mull over it a bit. That's kind of fucked, man.
I know.
Can I just I'll ask a different question? Is there a reality where not hitting the button still allowed you to complete getting your person out?
They would have more than likely killed each other. Us gassing them brought them down to a point where they were unable to fight, but they were still alive.
Holy shit.
It was the way technician explained it to us is that they were told to kill each other, and that was their intent. But it ended in a tie because we gassed them, and they were taken down to a point where they were no longer able to fight. It's a lose-lose scenario.
I guess I'll ask then, Vic, and what do you do in that scenario?
I don't hit the button. It's
If the
that
other team
simple.
presses it.
If it was you down there, I'd hit that button.
Then they deal with the fucking consequences afterwards. We all do. I won't hit that button. I'm not putting a life on the line like that. And I'd hope to God that you don't hit that damn button. I won't let them turn us into monsters. All we did was just prove a fucking point to them. Yep. Todd, congrats. Todd, we'll hit the button and kill each other so long as it means saving one person. No. I don't like that. Even if Oakley was down there, I still wouldn't hit that damn button. And if the other team did, whenever I did save her, alive or not, that team would receive my fucking wrath. Or, shit, maybe not. I don't want to fight back. Fuck that. It's a waste of fucking time. I used to fight with anger, and it turned me into a really bad fucking man. One who I refuse to be again. That's all they're trying to do. They're just trying to get you to react. They're trying to tear you down, and now they're gonna go out of their way to remind all of you every single time that you hit that button. Whether or not it affects you, that's on you. But that's all they're gonna do now. That's all they want to do. Don't worry, I guarantee at some point I'll end up in a fucking office with Mr. fucking Foundation right fucking in front of me and be like, hey, either you're going to basically give over this entire area to me, or I'm gonna kill all of them and it's gonna be on you. What decision do I make at that point? Do I turn over? So I keep them alive? Maybe. Do I not
What
turn
stops
over?
them from
Stand by my
killing them
principles.
after you give over the... Nothing.
What I'm gonna do is stick by what I believe. And although I'm going to give kindness and mercy to people, I won't let people walk over me. If I walk into a room and LF says push a button, I'm gonna say no. Tired of letting corporations control me. Did it once before. Not doing it again.
This has given me a lot to think about. It's given me a lot to think about. I
also wasn't there though, Ethan, so
It's hard to know exactly what you'd do in that situation. Talking about what you might do, you're not filled with the emotions that you would be filled with in that scenario. I know your heart's in the right place, and I know you said that they're trying to make us out to be monsters, but I've already come to terms with the fact that I am a monster. I've been a monster for a long time. Like I said, I was willing to take on that responsibility. I'm willing to take on the difficult choices that people can't make.
Can I ask a question to you then, Ethan? What defines a monster?
I don't think in the sense of people there is one set definition of a monster. In my eyes, I am a monster. I've done horrible things to keep myself alive. I've done atrocious, unthinkable things to other living beings that some would see as unbecoming of someone who is sentient, who has free thought. I have had 6 years where I lived as nothing but an animal, fighting constantly to survive, eating whatever I killed. No time to cook, no time to prepare, nothing. I was always on the move. I could only sleep for maybe a few minutes at a time. There was always something chasing me. There was always something threatening my life. Whether that be some cosmic deity that I just happened to stumble upon within the aether, or if it's just some lowly zombie. I had to live free of emotion, completely devoid of it. There was no right or wrong, there was no good or bad, it was just survival. And even to this day, I still struggle with the idea that I have to make good and bad choices. And that sometimes choosing my own survival is viewed as a bad thing. Is viewed as something that is monstrous. And I've learned to stop caring.
Jesus, you're giving me a weird bout of nostalgia.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not human, so I don't exactly have the same moral quandaries as y'all. The logical answer for me is pretty simple. I will do anything it takes.
I can't say I agree with both of you, but I get it. Also, the whole concept of you being a monster. It's just stupid. But I get it. If it's how you gotta think about it, it's fine.
I mean, people have literally called me that for months.
Yeah, and people call other people monsters for taking their Oreos. The word's lost all fucking meaning. And by the way, by your concept, cavemen were monsters. People who survived in slave cages were monsters. Animals who had to fucking eat their young to survive the cold are monsters.
I'm not saying... What I'm trying to say is
you had
that...
to do horrible things to survive. You were put into scenarios where no one could make a decision, and you chose to. A willingness to take on the worst of it for others. And a willingness to end life if necessary. Doesn't make you a goddamn monster. Makes you a fucking leader. Makes you willing to make decisions others can't. The fact that you still strive for other people's well-being doesn't make you some kind of heartless monstrosity. Don't think about yourself like that. Both of you, as a matter of fact, Don't know how often I have to listen to all of my fucking friends tell me about how they're heartless, unloving monsters who will do anything. No, you won't. Both of you have boundaries. You have loved ones. We are not some shadowless fucking lost beings deep within the Zephyra gutters. We're people who take care of small animals and show them love and concern. Holding their significant other up as high as they can every time she falls down or is battered by the world. Someone who dives in front of bullets for people who should be considered lesser than them. Both of you. Smarten the hell up. I get it. Trauma, pain, and misery. Each one of us undergoing it. Daily. Yet here we are. Still giving a shit about people we love. Does that make you a fucking monster? No. You're one of my best friends. A fucking idiot who's hard-headed as hell, but is always there when someone needs it. Paper or not. I don't need to say anything to you. I say it to you every morning and night. And if not me, then Luis. We have families. People who we protect. Not monsters. They want us to think we're monsters. We're just trying to live. That's all. Been staring this moral quandary down a fucking barrel of a gun 24/7. You mind opening up the door so I can go for a walk? Let you guys talk this out.
I would love to.
Thank you. Need a little bit of air. Sorry, I'm a frustrating batch. I know. Thank you.
Of course. See you later.
See ya.
The reason I asked that, by the way, is because definitions like that are built on our own self-perceptions, but they're also built upon the perceptions of those around us. Those around us see us in ways that we ourselves can never truly see ourselves, simply because we exist as ourselves every waking minute of every day, and we normalize the image of ourselves, gradually losing sight of our progression over time. So definitions like monster or animal or, whatever it is that you want to identify yourself as, they become commonplace and slowly lose their definition over time as more things become influential to us. So that's why I say, your definition of monster may not be the definition for Oakley or for myself. Because to us, you are a friend, a loved one, colleague, an ally, a brother, a family member, a friend, so on and so forth. So many different definitions that hold true value. And you've lived up to each and every one of them. So if you resonate most with monster, then I understand.
I never stated myself to be factually a monster. I said I believe myself to be a monster. I've never tried to define myself as a monster from other people's perspectives. I state that I believe that I am a monster. Because there are some things that I have done that I am physically incapable of speaking of. Because I had asked Arkin to wipe that memory from me completely. Because it literally brings me to vomit every time that I thought of it.
I get it. That's why I'm not pushing. I'm just saying I understand if that's how you choose to see yourself.
There are tons of storybooks and fantasies about monsters living happily ever after. I never said being a monster was the worst thing you could be called. I'm just saying that's what I call myself.
It's a good thing I like a lot of the monsters I deal with on a regular basis. Now then, I think it's best that we all get some fresh air.
Probably.
Thank you, Ethan.
Mm-hmm.
If you ask me, I'll give you the simple answer. And that is, I don't think that you can be morally clean and fight these people. And actually make a dent. From what I can tell, all the people that have attempted to do things by the book get caught up in red tape and just get thrown into a sin. I don't know what's right or wrong in the grand scheme of things, but I do know one thing. I think fighting these people will test you and who you are as a person. You might not like it, what you see when you come out of it. But then again, you still come out of it.
Thank you, Oakley. Okay, now I get to talk to you.
They're splitting up. They're ending their conversations. They are not doing anything with Oakley here, it seems. I'm going to mute up in here and go and just come and spend the last hour of the Wiccarium in character. But if anything happens, I'll pop back into the mode. Play when to hide. Or dirge. When to hide. Or dirge. Mr. Hanson, the wild card.
Well, that was interesting.
Do you know how I was just sat there the entire time because I was told that they were gonna fuck around with Oakley, and I had to be there as a DM for that.
I did ask them a few times whether or not they were gonna fuck with my code, and they never answered. Because I
so
wanted
they're
to let
like,
you go and go RP.
and sat there, it's like, I can't. I'll sit here and listen, but
I asked them several times, "Are you going to fuck with my code or not?" And they never answered.
next
I'm
time
sorry,
you say they're
guys.
gonna fuck around with the code at the Wiccarium, do it.
Understood. I apologize, buds.
I'll pass this on to Jay when I can. Next time when you say you're going to do something, do it. Don't just stand there having the conversation that I am forced to sit in there and listen to as a DM. Instead, I'm going to conveniently be like, huh? Oh, all the people that are. Oh, yes. You want to know what? Oh, man. Speaking about. Oh, get in contact with more people that can help and give off solutions and stuff like that. And who organized the collection of people who with James? Yeah, I wonder who.
Yeah, I wonder who that was.
So I'm gonna walk in there and just be like, oh, conveniently, the next step. I also love the fact that they were speaking about, oh yeah, there's plenty of people who are willing to step up and help you. Step up and help you and know more things about Leap Foundry. Literally, like, Cody and Benny stood outside the door. Hey, can we come in? No, go away.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I was having trouble in the map. I was just trying to survive. I'm going to the fork and I'm gonna go mess around with the girls.
Alright, see ya. I'm just like, I'm slightly miffed, but I'm gonna go roleplay now.
Okay, have fun.
But we'll also have, a core, curriculum for people who wish to explore the bodyguards as our music program, right? That's the mentality for it. Because we made a school in Zafira, in the waterfront district. Say it one more time, friend.
Is the cafe still open?
Yeah, it's like another 15.
Thank you, splendid.
Go to a Bartlett College, a Riz 101.
Well, sure, technically that might say to get a second college. It is trying to give people options, a lot of it, more magically oriented instead of the gods.
In Kamen Rider, things explode, and it's cool, and it's ridiculous, and I like it. I turn off my brain when I watch it.
This is not ridiculous.
The fuck are you doing here?
Getting a coffee?
Huh. I'm not used to seeing Zafira people here.
The fuck am I
They
then?
show up sometimes. I don't know you're from Zafira. This is the only place I've seen you, Twink.
Oh, sorry, 1 second. Let me just,
Damn, okay.
Yeah, Chumba, I'll have,
come by the fucking Atlantis more often. I'm there very often.
hit me with...
She might not want to because Palace District does weird things with
I
magic.
have beef with the councilman of Palace District. I don't like him. He doesn't like me.
You have beef with a lot of people, it seems. Marge.
Yeah, it comes with the
Even
job.
though the Atlantis is run by Ollie, who is chill, I understand.
I've been to the Atlantis.
Makeup called?
You know...
What did you say you wanted? A coffee?
A coffee, yes, please. I'll have Americano.
How do you like it?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Americano?
Fuck. God, being a fucking theater
You know, after our talk,
forget it.
Well, let's just say that I did some digging because of all the stuff you said. Really,
But
officially have to...
To take a joke from Smosh, yours would be supremacy.
Did you find your friend of
So
good
what-
legal firearms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally
bad
legal.
one.
Absolutely.
Yes. Tell me, what
I've
are
never
you
done a crime
going
in
to...
my life that you can
They
prove.
could probably see you from
And
space.
hypothetically, this crime that you did or did not do, of collecting these legal or not legal firearms, would be used on potentially what?
No.
I don't know. I didn't ask her what she was going to use them on, but she wants to defend herself and she wants to learn to use one.
I see. And...
I'm a woman who opens doors.
Well, that makes you and I very similar, though probably in different ways.
Yeah, you can't really see under.
Well, you have a lot more money than I do, probably. So that's probably the biggest difference.
Nope.
You're probably also, from the sounds
Unless you
of
have
it,
like a fucking camera down there.
hate smooth
Which
talking
I'm sure
suits
some do.
coming to you and
Bro is
seeming like they want
throwing-
something from you, correct?
Well, sometimes
bro's
they
throwing
pay me
it
for
back.
things, so if they aren't a cunt, I
This
listen
is
to
true.
them.
You were kind of
Am
throwing
I a
it back.
cunt?
And that's why I don't get along with the certain people.
Fourth
'Cause they're
dimensional
cunts.
guys are being mean to me.
Am I a cunt?
I think it just decided it couldn't see anymore.
Nah, so far you don't seem to be one.
Yeah.
You don't act like you're better than me, so.
Well, as far as I am aware, we're both people who are in charge of some sort of business or group or opener of ways.
Exactly.
The method. Oh, less is to say that I
think
come.
I'm gonna head out. I do need to.
My youth taught me
turn
very good
over
lessons, and that is
That glaive.
not
So-
Have a good night.
legality
Have a
and
good night,
illegality is not right and wrong.
Precisely. Legality is just who carries the biggest stick says is allowed and not allowed. Everything else, ethics have nothing to
I
do with it.
suppose that is the case. I suppose you want the person to be the biggest stick to be the person with the right morality, then.
Oh, that's very fair. That's very rarely the case.
Correct.
And
Power
morality
does
is
usually-
unfortunately very relative.
Yeah.
That is also correct. Let me be precise. Maybe someone who...
Isn't going to destroy a bunch of civilian lives who can't do anything about it?
I
they
mean,
just
there are
exist.
more succinct and smooth ways of putting it, but something along those lines is probably correct. I just wanted to have a talk. Not about anything in particular, just with you, because once I realized who you were, you became significantly more interesting. Well, you were interesting before.
I thought you wanted, when you came up to me, you wanted to have a normal
Yeah,
conversation, and I immediately went, I don't think you can have that with me, usually.
Well, when I say normal conversation, I mean a conversation, not about work.
Fair enough.
And also firearms is a bit of a favorite of mine.
I'm not the biggest firearms expert, but the thing is, I usually just know
But you
someone
were
who knows the
going
right thing.
to
so I need to.
range, and I was
I don't
interested
know
in
if
that.
I don't know if she wants booze there.
I don't know you too well, so I wasn't about to wrangle you into our business.
Fair.
No,
Forgive
I'm
me.
not
We
old
didn't have
enough
much
to drink.
time to get to know each other, and that was a problem. Mainly because I don't have much time, but now I have a bit of time, a
Next
bit of a
year.
break. That's why
Next
I'm
year.
here. I'm also here to get a new suit fitted, potentially buy something more extravagant.
And also, I just don't
for
know that it would, how well that would
present-
work on me.
presenting myself.
In Aurora's?
in
Or
Aurora's,
something.
correctly. And
My body does
also
weird things when it comes to substances. that are
something a
meant to
bit more
alter stuff.
casual, so I can go around Bayonet without worrying about my
Fair.
outfit being so ruined
just
by
don't
the
drink.
coolant
That's
rain
fine with
anymore.
sugar, though. I can have sodas. I can have juice.
Yeah, because you always carry around an umbrella.
I can
Correct.
have milkshakes and chocolate and all this other stuff.
Oh, do you think I would look good in slacks and a hoodie?
Just because I'm a canine doesn't mean that I have the canine allergy to chocolate.
Sometimes
where
it's
I'm
about,
from.
fitting the vibe
People's
rather than just,
bodies
you know,
process more like humans do. I mean, we can handle
wearing what you
slightly
usually
rarer
do.
meat.
I mean, I can dress up
But-
nice, and if I'm going to a fancy party,
Just
usually I like
because
to dress up.
transform
Doesn't mean I
myself
want to
into
wear
a
that
feline
normally.
Doesn't
That's a lot
mean
of
I
makeup.
like milk.
Actually,
I
don't really
very
wear
much
makeup.
do
I mean,
love
I
my
do like
suits.
milk.
I used to
but
not
that's
wear
just
suits.
A lot of cats
coincidence.
I took quite a lot of liking to them.
A lot
I
of
used to
cats
be
are
quite
actually
rough
lactose
around the
intolerant.
edges.
Yeah.
I can clean
I-
up,
For my,
but
I like ice cream.
I
Ice
couldn't
cream is
wear
delicious.
the fancy
I
dresses.
imagine
And I
ice
like
cream
making. I like
Though I
baking.
can imagine that hair takes a
Baking is
long
so
time
much
to
fun.
brush.
Cakes.
It does.
Cookies.
You don't want to know
But
how
at
much
this
hair
point,
gel
if I
this
cut it,
requires.
it's the
My mother's
only
a
thing I'll
baker.
hear about for months.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Pyre tends to do most
you
of
don't want to
the-
know how much hair gel this
Pyre and
requires.
Nikki, when we're with her, tend to do most of
Especially
the
when he has to
cooking.
hold up against the
I
coolant,
can
yeah.
make, I can follow.
Well, it
directions on
didn't
a
when I started
box.
bothering, when I was so
I can make like stuffing.
upset I didn't want the umbrella.
macaroni and
But,
cheese.
all right, let me
make
put it
macaroni
like
and
this. Right.
Pyre makes better because Pyre uses like actual cheese
Certain people,
and like shredded cheese
that
and like melts
I
it into a
know,
cheese sauce.
maybe you know,
So hers is better.
It's been a hot minute since I've had a calzone.
and I might need people who are good at
Yeah.
I do like,
Pyre,
I do
succinct
like a
manners,
damn good pizza though.
matters.
Oh, Yes, I love it
And
when
I'm
Pyre
good at that.
either decides we're getting pizza or she's making pizza. It's my favorite thing.
I'm gonna warn you,
And-
there's only so much I can talk about
She
while
does
I'm
too.
working here.
Everyone.
Oh, I'm
I don't
quite
know very
aware,
many
and there's
people
only so much
besides
I can
people who
talk
are
about while there are
lactose
people
intolerant
listening.
who don't like pizza. Pizza is delicious.
Exactly.
Do you have a phone
Gibbles a
number?
goody two shoes.
Pizza, it's spelled with an A.
Yeah, I'll give you my contact.
So it's
Will you draw it?
And we can talk.
It could-
two Z's.
Marjorie Valentes.
A. That looks like spicy pisser. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you.
I
Yeah.
don't
I'm
really
sure
go
I'll get
by
in-
any last name. Usually Marge is
You can
enough.
denote that something is a Z by putting a line through it.
Yeah.
Because that looks like
Marge
an S.
was the only name that came up, alongside a picture what you looked like when... You are right, you have...
I was still a human. I'm surprised.
I've
pictures are
gotten
coming
used
out,
to
but I guess
strange
it's been around
stuff
enough.
I have
moving
a
to
question
Saphira.
because I'm still new to the metaverse and everything.
Well, actually, I was still human when I moved to Saphira. This only
I've only
happened
been
about a
here
year
for a couple
ago.
Yes, but I'm
I'm an
used to strange-
interplanar biological
Chicago
chemist, so
style pizza
messing
still a
around with
thing.
interplanar stuff
Yes.
kind of changes you.
I'm the branch manager of the net
Pizza
running
is
division,
still
and I know
pizza,
nothing
and
about
people
net
still
running.
like it. I don't know how much luck you'll have in Zafira, but the city that Pyre and I live in.
What I am good is managing people, getting the
True.
right people in the right places,
It
I mean,
also
making sure everyone
has
feels
deals
happy
with some
at the end of
farmers.
the business.
out of ways.
Well, isn't
so
that
they're
just
able
leadership?
to Get real
Yeah.
food.
Yes, and I suppose I'm in a leadership position, aren't I?
Because my
Yeah,
hometown.
you gotta have
is,
hobbies outside of that. You gotta have stuff that
in-
you're good at
I
outside
like
of just that.
guns, I like fine
State
suits,
of New York.
I
So
like...
you know, driving distance.
I like
not
listening
the
to the
city where
rain.
you can get authentic New York style pizza.
Good music always is nice.
Well, given that Zafira
Do you like the smell of
is
books? Like
in what
actual
used to
books?
be
'Cause
Europe,
that's a good smell.
or
It's
might
a
still
good
be
Sound of
smell.
rain, the smell of books, good shit.
Yeah.
But you know, or
Yes,
where
quiet
we
moments
are
like
is
that.
in Japan or
stuff
Florida,
like that.
so
That's what I pray for. And I love making sure people are in
right
good
above,
health.
where we're right above is
Because
in
not
Japan or
everyone
Florida,
gets
so.
good health.
Yeah, especially with the prices of some shit.
Pizza
Huh?
and onions.
I'm
Anyway,
sorry.
I'm gonna go get that suit
I
now.
get Orlando. It makes
May
sense
we
with
may or may
Orlando
not speak
Saka,
later.
But like,
Yeah, I'm not
What
too
happened-
up on the geography of this world. I just kind of know where I live, where Saphira is, and where Orlando's at.
Great. Alright, you don't even shout at me. Give me a moment. I got it in my
Ladies and gentlemen, Wiccarium will be closing in about 35 minutes. The bar will be closing in about 5 minutes, so this is last call for drinks. And we will be closing in about 35 minutes. Please make sure you have finalized any last-minute item requests and purchases
Yeah.
for book rentals. And have a wonderful day.
What's your plan then? You're still trying to...
He's gonna make a run for it.
he's gonna do it.
I don't think he's running. I think he's just following after Dylan.
Hello. What a pleasant surprise.
Yes, well, instead our positions are reversed. Instead of you asking something of me, I will ask something of you. And just in the same return that yours was getting people positioned in the right spot and making sure passages can be made and doors can be opened, mine is something very similar to your area of expertise.
I see.
I would like some new outfits. Firstly, I have a plenty collection of fine suits. However, I think I need something more rugged and more fitting in for when I am down and industrial and I need to not look like every other suit, not to mention my outfits are expensive. And yes, walking around with that umbrella all the time is getting my arm tired. Well,
I kind of figured.
Not really getting my arm tired, but I'm getting tired of having to unfold it and fold it and making sure that my outfit is nice and clean afterwards. Instead, I think it'd be best.
I
if
see.
That
So you
and
want some clothes that you can run around in?
correct, and still look rather dashing. I feel like it's my position to at least look nice. And
I know where your brain is going. You hush.
What? No, you have
no,
no
pray
idea
tell.
what
I
I'm
wish to
doing.
know.
You hush.
Yeah, what is his idea? I must hear it. Sounds very, very important.
Go on.
Go on. I'm all ears.
Well, if I was kind of thinking of if you're just walking around, I believe we're talking about the same place, industrial. Why not like a trench coat? Also, I saw your shoes. I thought they were bowling shoes.
My God, does no one enjoy white dress shoes anymore?
Oh,
The
I love
stylish.
them. I truly
Thank you.
love them. Mm-hmm.
I don't look
It's a
at
lost
shoes.
art, honestly.
That is very evident.
And I wanted to say something. He said what I said. He said what I said, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay. Anyways, the point being, I would be more than glad to help you. So,
Perfect.
Pin in the conversation. You're not escaping.
Oh no.
That is the
Conrad,
sound
you're
of
grounded.
someone who is in trouble. Trench coat doesn't sound that bad, but I also wore a trench coat in my younger years. I used to think I looked so cool.
I see. Are we looking for something a little bit more, well,
rugged
present
but
day, or
classy.
are we looking to take it nostalgic?
Ooh, I am a sucker for nostalgia. Preem Freds is a word that keeps on going through my mind, and I'm thinking best not to choose the style of another city over Saphira. Give me something that works well with Saphira, industrial district, but still keeps the class that I carry.
Of course.
But something... I suppose I'm asking you quite a lot here. I'm saying, make me look fancy and nice, but not corporate.
They need to use his essence.
Got it.
To forge more powerful warriors for that section of the underworld.
Now then, this is what we call Zephyr and Couture. This is inspired by the people of Zephyra, multiple districts, their everyday attire, what they go through, what they have to deal with in their urban environment, given the coolant that likes to pour down from every now and again because of neon lights. The colors have been chosen to be something that kind of complements those neon. So it's not blaring, but it also still pops, given the amount of light that you're dealing with on a regular basis. So, let's see here. Yeah.
You could get somebody else to like beat them up a good bit, and then you just come in with the.
See here. Feel free to look through. And any of the style numbers here listed, you're more than welcome to go ahead and choose. Customizations can be made and alterations, of course, given at any time.
Well, I do like purple. It is the color of my of VMR, which I am a part of, and it does work well with green. Green is my favorite color. Purple is my second.
This is fair.
Okay.
So perhaps something
Very fair.
I'll think of something.
Oh, that looks like what I used to wear when I was 20.
I'm still wondering why.
It's not a bad choice.
If I were to do a nostalgia trip, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Though I don't feel like that's what you're looking for.
No. I can go back to wearing all the tie, but I'm afraid I might scare quite a lot of people if I do. Let's just say, while I did have some nice threads, what I usually was wearing was a bit heavier than pretty clothes.
I mean, I usually never notice.
Actually, I'm going to giving you a bit of an idea here. This one here.
Oh.
All the coolant raining from this guy.
Now the colors can be changed over to purple to kind of match that a bit of your taste. But what do you think on the style?
Why do you wear shoes?
I like it.
To protect my feet in case I can't run I can't float.
Okay.
I can run faster than I can float.
Any additions or alterations that you want?
So if I'm in danger, I'm running. I'm not floating.
Can you throw in a bit of green?
Now, what if you got like hover boots?
I'm more magical than techie.
I think.
Magical.
I do believe I can manage that. You just.
Other than that, it's merely perfect style-wise. It's exactly what I'm looking for. Nice and rugged, but yet still has a charm. I could wear that to a restaurant and no one would bat an eye, but I could also wear it on the street. And not only get a couple of looks. Maybe the idea that I'm a bit more well-off than everyone else.
Yeah, they were walking around.
Definitely.
I'm not scared of people trying to mug me, so to speak. But
you still want to feel good in the clothes that you're wearing. That's the important thing, right? And we're not here just because we're trying to fit in to cut corners.
Yes.
So, that's exactly where we're going with this.
Well, it's more so
bear
that
with
when
me
I
one
approach someone,
second.
people see my face before they see the suit. Currently, it's the other way around.
That's fair.
But then again, they might take it as me trying to blend in, and then they might be even more suspicious. In truth, I just really wanted to wear something that fits the area a bit more than just a suit. But then again,
I see.
They have grown to fear or respect the man in the suit wandering around the bay because they know it's me. And I'm the one who's been designated control over the area. Oh, and I doubt that's going to change. Have you seen the news? Heard the news?
I have indeed heard the news.
Well, Mr.
I do like to keep up on current events.
Yes, Mr. Cromwell's passing was a hit to us all. I wonder who will take his place. But as of current point, though I'm not truly allowed to speak about VMR's inner politics, currently all the notable shareholders and all the branch managers have basically formed a pseudo-council to keep the company running until then. Right now it seems like the head of the cybernetics division is the one poised to be in charge next.
Well, one can only truly wish them the best of luck in their future endeavors once they do rise to the occasion.
Yes, and I sure hope that nothing gets in the way.
Well, I'm sure if they are as intelligent as they are on paper, given their title and current position, I'm sure they'll do just fine. Now then, as far as the clothing goes, the clothes and outfit in conjunction here as a set piece with current measurements of kind of figured out a bit of your length and width in terms of the broadness of your shoulders and so on and so forth. So it shouldn't be too difficult to go ahead and get the measurements going. Looks like we are looking at a total of... Let me see here... Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. So, shoes, shirt, pants, and accessories all considered, and the adjustments and the detailing for the gold, not the gold, I'm sorry, green, to be added to the outfit, you're looking at roughly around $450.
I've actually bought more expensive outfits in a cheaper place, so that's... You are what they say. One of the best. I'll take that.
Understood.
Where do I need to pay?
You will pay here. Just go ahead and place the chips on the counter.
Oh, right, yes, sorry. I got in... the cred chips and stuff. I'm so used to being connected to my bank account and just being able to transfer currency through my Karoshis.
Understandable, but I mean, we are in Orlando, Saka. They would do things just a little bit different than here.
Yes.
Not everything is so interconnected. So, next, we'll just need to make sure that you sign this here. This is simply just a form to let you know about any type of repairs should the ensemble have any issues. You have a 48-hour period to bring the outfit back to us should there be any issues with the manufacturing of the outfit. We'll go ahead and repair it free of charge. After that 48-hour period, there will be a surcharge for repairs should you decide you want to come to us.
Do you need my home
This would
address
be
for delivery?
non-negotiable. Yes, we would. That's also included here on the form.
Yes. Give me a second. I do have a pen on me. Hanson.
And would this be a rush order, or would you like us to take our time with it?
Let's see. Oh, it'll be probably a few days before I'm back down in industrial, so take your time.
Understood.
I do not need
Very
it by
well, then.
tomorrow.
Okay, let's just make sure everything is in order here. Okay, looks like we are good to go. Let's go ahead and I'll file this away. And we are good to go. Your order has been dutifully processed, so we'll make sure to reach out to you and have it mailed as soon as it is done.
Thank you, Miss Aurora.
Of course.
Oh, and if you have any more
Make sure
issues
to,
concerning Bayo 9 or industrial, my phone line is still open, obviously.
Of course. I will be probably talking to you going forward about certain developments.
Is there anything of the matter, or is it just developing Bayo 9 still?
Positive developing.
Ah,
Positive
of course.
developing.
Yes, your donations, your efforts have been certainly noted. It's just, let's just say that the construction crew for Bayo 9 has been busy with other projects right now.
Definitely understand. You let me know when I can bring my people in.
I will. I'll try my best to remember.
Till then. Till we meet again.
Till we meet again.
You can't see because you're blinded by the light, but at least what the fuck is a Hanson doing here?
He's one of the good corpos, quote unquote.
I have ears.
Yeah.
Mr.
Corpo.
Hanson of VMR, correct?
Yes. Wait, what? What did you say I was?
Of VMR, correct.
Yes, that's the company I work for, yes. Branch manager of the net running division. Buying clothes, to answer your question, by the way.
I'm still concurrently aware of most Zafira-based corporations, as well as other corporations that have been around for some time.
Yes.
After all, I grew up in Zafira.
Well, I suppose you've then heard the news around VMR recently.
Yeah, I saw the news, read it in my morning coffee. The head CEO died.
I jumped up a little bit. I went, yippee! That was my reaction.
Oh, you can say anything you want if you have a biased opinion at all. While you're here, nothing can really watch you.
I don't like corpos. I don't like corpos.
Snowscale.
He was a racist, old, bitter
Mrs.
fuck.
Snowscale, please, please, please. No matter what they have done in life, it is terrible to speak ill of the dead, let alone make light of their passing, or celebrate it.
Oh my god.
That's what I fucking thought.
I was not surprised by that. Oh.
He was a... Okay, I don't
was a
know
pain in my
how much
ass.
You've heard about... He was a fucking fossil
So
of all
I can
fossils. He was a fucking...
I can say anything here and I won't get in trouble for it.
You won't get in trouble for it. No.
You have guarantees on that. You, as one of the owners, have guarantees.
I have guarantees on that. I have parameters to make sure no tech can survey or watch over here. There's the whole reason
Racist
why
old
LNTs
fuck.
are allowed to do what they're allowed to do.
Thorn in my asshole. Wanted me to demolish the bay because he was that scared of the fucking Vex.
Yeah, he
That's
was
fucking
he was
hilarious.
kind of the worst. He was kind
I'm
of
glad
the
he's dead.
worst.
I have not gone to
The only
bay, I don't
issue
think.
is that the person that wants to replace, that's going to replace him, the head of the cybernetics division, is someone who just thinks, yeah, it's a good idea to kidnap orphans and experiment on them and turn them into cyborg warriors.
Oh.
You have those?
Okay.
Cyborg what? Yes, we have a few. I get a lot of things down the grapevine, but I sadly can't prove any of it. And it's all rumor and conjecture. It would be terrible if this information somehow got leaked out, if a group of individuals were to find evidence of it, and then leak it on the internet, and the head of the cybernetics division was ousted for his immoral practices, and basically means he had to step down from his position and no longer could be the new CEO. That
you're gonna pay. You're gonna have to pay me for that.
Me? Who said about me? I'm just saying it would be terrible if this happened.
Yeah.
I like the way this guy talks.
Yeah, I wish he was a bit more direct and less. I still have to be
that's a me
face,
thing. I'm
you know,
very
a good-
direct. I really don't care with what most things have said. Although I will say this, I think I am the only corporation so far that has stunted technician in a logical conversation.
I cannot say I have conversed with technician.
Oh, they're not allowed here.
I don't want to talk about that, please. I have
Okay,
to,
sorry.
I have to wait. I have to wake up. I walk outside. I see the eye of
tower?
Sauron, but it's red, and it's got a big fucking.
They have Sauron was red.
It's got a big fucking. Was it red? I don't.
Yeah, it was red and orange.
It was red and orange.
I didn't
Yeah,
watch.
red and orange.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't watch the movie.
You haven't
so
watched Lord of the
I just
Rings?
know that.
Alright, we have to fix it.
Oh my god.
We have to fix it.
This is like an ancient document that everyone needs to watch.
Look, I'm more okay. When I, like my like retro. Okay, look, I don't watch a lot of
We're good.
I don't watch a lot of modern shows. The only modern show I've been keeping up on is How I Sleep Knowing. That shit's fucking.
I think I know what she watches.
Yeah, I like
the mix.
I like
understand
my
completely.
sci-fi. I like my.
I'm quite aware about
I
your
had my brain
disdain.
moment too with Max. Don't worry, I did.
I'm quite
That's
aware
why I
about.
made a horrible monstrosity machine.
I'm quite aware about your disdain for corporates, but oh my word, would it be nice to have you in our vehicle division? In our.
No.
I tried. I tried.
In your fucking dreams.
You really did
Not
try.
if
not
we-
even
even
not
if
a,
we
not a
left you near
fucking.
the mech?
Especially learning about the cyborg. That's no, it's like especially learning about the like dead,
the
like,
person
cyborg
in charge
soldier
of
thing.
the vehicle division is a lot nicer than the other guy.
No.
She's very nice.
No. Not a fucking chance in hell. I'm not. I could have sold out the corpos long ago.
I know. I'm this is more humor to me. I know she's going to say no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can't catch a lick.
Look. The only.
She's pretty, and she likes girls.
I'm not. You cannot queer bait me.
Ah, she caught on. She caught
You
on.
cannot queer bait during Pride Month. Are you during Pride Month?
I'm queer baiting you during Pride Month, am I?
That's crazy. Typical corpo behavior. Actually, I have to ask, who is responsible for the fucking post on Metagram? That was kind of funny. Of course. It was either you or somehow the fucking twink was involved.
Oh, a gal? Oh, he can't be in charge of our social media account. He's not his company. I mean, to be fair,
like-
I was the one talking to the social media person at the time, and he was like, "Oh, we got this whole big thing. We're going to change our logo to rainbows and stuff like that." And I said, "No, I'm going to be honest with you. Every corporation's going to do that. Just simply say Happy Pride Month. Keep it
Dude,
simple."
I saw the fucking Arasaka post and I threw up a little bit.
You don't understand
that's-
how
Okay, the last
much
time I dealt with Arasaka. Well, okay, I'll say this in confidence that obviously this won't be spread anywhere else anyway, because literally no information here can be recorded. Blah blah blah. Spike hands, whatever. Bullshit. It's crying. Doesn't matter. The last time I dealt with Arasaka, they tried to bomb fucking Waterfront with Adam Smasher.
Yeah, that checks out.
And killed a lot of fucking people because the council at the time with the corrupt individuals that were there and still some of the corrupted individuals there. This was also before I think Nemesis was in charge of Waterfront 2. The Maelstrom was a huge fucking problem, and the individuals in charge of the time decided. Yeah, Maelstrom was in Waterfront. They moved over.
I knew they were around
to survive even longer.
In fact,
they were conditioned mainly in Waterfront.
Not really. They're not really anymore. I mean,
I know, and I'm happy
Smasher
for
was
that.
sent buck wild after them. And also a bunch of gangsters, including
there's a
I
fucking
think it was, like,
Maelstrom
Stormbringers as well.
I saw a fucking Maelstrom fucking goon at the fucking bay. He was trying to sell black lace.
You did?
You just pissed off that guy. I think that guy
It would be so
actually be
unfortunate
from
if
Night City. Just from that
It'd be so
reaction
unfortunate
alone.
if it'd be so unfortunate if the
Are you
if,
from Night City with that reaction?
Ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen,
Mr. Kieran.
Wiccarium will be closing in 10 minutes. Please make sure you have
You
finalized
got
any
me,
last-minute item requests, item purchases, or
Okay, there we go.
book
Alright,
purchases.
that's what I gotta say. I can tell everyone's from, bro. I've been around the world. I've been around the different planes.
I
and
lost
dimensions.
one of my
I can
friends
tell.
to Maelstrom. A woman by the name of
Oh,
Elizabeth. Beautiful red hair.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, they kidnapped her, took her away. I'm gonna assume they either did the same stuff that scavs usually do to people, or sent a cyber psycho or something like that.
I think there is like I think there is like a version of scavs in Zephyr.
Oh, the hyenas? Yes. I hate them too.
Yeah.
You should do something about
those
the fact they're
guys
walking around.
As of this current point,
Those
with
guys are a
no
bit of an
evidence of
issue.
their actions and nothing like that, I cannot officially do anything. I cannot unprovokedly shooting people because they look like they're a part of a certain group. I need evidence. Once I have that, yes, I can shoot them. Trust me, many times... I know. Trust me, many a time, and to be fair, I almost acted on it once. I thought about putting a bullet in that one's head. 3, actually, precisely. That's because the T-Con can only fire and freeze.
Sorry, I had a flashback the time I got shot in the fucking chest for something of that high caliber. I was pretty young back then.
But
high caliber, I mean, it's just a smart gun. Just a tech gun.
Yeah, no, it's the fact that like it pinpoints and goes directly to the same location. That sucks ass.
3 shots in the
Especially
same
when
spot.
you're wearing armor. Yeah, 3 shots, armor, flesh.
That's the point of it.
Okay. I'm gonna make up a little goodie bag, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm interrupting your business, of course.
That's fine. Goodie bag for you.
Stop by.
Has some stuff for you to do. Okay, got it.
Okay. Yeah, no specifics.
I have a question for you,
I'm
actually.
so for real.
Yes.
Is there any, like, from what you can tell, like, psionic-based materials possibly around where you're operating at all?
There's a lot of radioactive material.
Yeah, there's a lot of radioactive stuff.
They sometimes appear around radioactive. That's what happened last time. A bunch of synthetics went rogue. All the mental effects of the rampancy went just drained right out of their minds into the crystals, which caused all the synthetics to go like crazy.
Somebody didn't shut down their power plant properly, and then now somebody has to deal with the fact that there are mutants outside their home.
I have to deal with that. Oh, not outside their home, but I have to deal with someone else to deal with the fact that there's mutants in the area they're meant to be managing, and is constantly worrying the fact that the people who live there might just get their necks torn
Closing
out.
in 7 minutes.
Go, John.
You're actually having the minute.
By the way,
That might be
so
because of. Oh, I'm
Parno,
not quite sure how to talk
I
about
turned
that.
Parno's hair like a lime
Nova
green.
might be upset at me
He
if
was
I
trying to
do.
find
The
someone to turn it
suspicious-
back.
the suspicious large Cerberus
and
movement that I totally
he went.
didn't
Arcana
watch.
agreed to turn his hair back for a favor.
Oh,
So Carno now
You
owns
like your
Arcana
secrets. I
a
like
favor.
mine. Smile.
You don't want
One
to
and-
Arcana anything.
One and one.
And Aurora is not happy.
I can not tell people
I
directly,
turned
but
him
I can
small
put
because she
one
wanted
and one
him
in front of them, and they can make
Yeah.
two.
I feel like you're giving yourself a little bit too much
After
credit.
this, do you want to go check on Alfie? We'll go out,
Yeah.
picnic or something.
We're gonna go home, and she's gonna start crying, and she's gonna
Can
go
I
right
interest
to
you in literally
because She
nothing?
always does that because you always do what she wants.
That would be nice if you like. Oh.
I'm sorry, I have a soft heart
pretend
for
and
my
leave.
own child.
That's
I
why
see-
she
you
goes
seem to be
you,
enjoying
and
this
I tell her
conversation,
no, she
though.
goes to you.
Not really.
Well, here's the thing. You haven't told me to go fuck off and die.
Because
You came and we're closing in like 5 minutes.
I can't really like. There's no point because I have no like way to back up the. Like back that up because I don't think he would be very happy about that.
Understandable.
No, I would prefer no things happened here with disregardings and stuff like that.
I'm more than
If
happy
someone
to step
complained,
away.
I would have to do something. That's basically the answer of it.
Well,
Hey,
usually when people are like
by
that,
the
I
way-
usually just step away instead because I understand where that mindset comes from. Yes?
I realized something. Zafira still has some of the old laws, right? Still around, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is the Bay by chance charitable or is of its own infrastructured state of a community?
Yes.
I would
think
definitely
so.
count it as that.
Both, really. Well, the
You know
charity there
community
is
rights,
definitely.
which is the same as what Meat Rack has, which means that you would have to talk to a representative of that community rights, which is the whole reason why the fucking thing happened over in the Meat Rack.
So
I don't know if industrial has the same laws as waterfront.
Maybe
though.
not, but might be good
I
to give
get
it
the
a look.
strange feeling. Well, I know this is mean. This is involving me having to talk with technician, and I get
No,
this
never mind.
strange
Scratch that.
feeling that technician is not as minded as Nemesis.
Nemesis.
Yeah, true. Good point.
I get the feeling
oh, God, I
that
never want to be in the room with that guy ever again.
I am
Nemesis-
happy to say that I have never graced his presence.
I
heard he punched a bird.
He's punched a building.
I've almost punched a
I
hyena.
heard there was this like fucking Corviknight that was like trying to steal all the small people at the bay, and I heard a story that fucking Nemesis just fucking punched it.
Oh, Nemesis punched. I thought Technician punched the bird.
No, Nemesis punched the bird.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, I don't get punched by Nemesis. Not a fun time.
Doesn't sound like a good
I'm
time.
not
gonna be
intending
honest,
to
doesn't
get
sound-
punched by
Would
Nemesis anytime
pass.
soon. I'm not intending to get punched by anyone anytime
It
soon.
is-
I know it
to
might
be
seem
fair,
like it, by the fact that I wander
it's
around
hard
the
to
bay
get
with a
punched
suit.
by him unless you do something to really set him off.
I intentionally tried to keep him on the good side of everyone. Though I have my favorites. What, do you want to try and punch me?
No,
I'll look
not
away.
really.
I'll look away.
Punching's not really my thing.
I wouldn't hurt you. I'd defend myself, but I wouldn't hurt. Ooh.
Punching isn't really my thing. It'd be more of a.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not gonna turn it
I'm
on. I'm not
a-
gonna turn it on. I'm not gonna turn it on.
I can fully, in confidence say, I can fully in confidence say, that would definitely hurt me. Please don't hit me with that.
Yeah. That's the point. Which is kind of cool.
Can you like?
It's awesome.
Can you like ignite it? Ignite it.
Yeah, let me.
Beam sword from Gundam.
Yeah. My beam sword. What?
Is it really that weak?
No, don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Just feel your hand above mine. Just feel your hand above mine. It's really fucking hot. It's not that weak. It's just I do dumb shit. I deal with really dumb shit. I'm really, really strong. I'm stacked all in the defense.
I mean, if you really want to touch it, be my guest.
Yes, I need to ruin my cybernetics.
Yeah, be my guest if you really want to touch it.
If you set me on fire, I'll all melt away and it'll be like the Terminator.
Oh god. Yeah, no,
we've got to
in
go.
short, adaptive. Alright, you take care. I mean to talk to you. Drone. I like drones. That's cool.
Okay.
You little guy. Well made.
Yeah, I mean, it's kinda. I mean, it's like a side project I had laying around, and finally got around to finishing it because of,
Alright, we might want to go. Actually, I'm going to suggest this. You two start running now, otherwise you guys are going to get turned into something by Dylan. Run that way, run that way, run that way, run that way. Go to the crystal.
Oh god. But I need my thing, I need my
stuff, I need the stuff.
I'll give it to you. I'll drop it off at the Valenti's.
Okay,
Alright,
okay.
go have fun.
Okay.
Run.
I'll walk at a brisk, measured pace.
You're over your time limit.
My brisk, measured pace is picking up.
Out of character.
Definitely not.
You got that? Yeah, I didn't have enough time to
kill your boss.
You should kill. I don't have a boss.
You should kill your boss. You should kill your boss.
How do you like the eluding of dropping the mission?
I just fucking love. Hey guys, you need to run now because Dylan's just like, I'm gonna turn them into something.
What's the leading of the mission? I don't think I didn't pick up on the Liz thing.
Oh no, not that. The whole, like, basically, yeah, Hansen is totally going to be asking the Valentis to do some such shit for him in the future to basically make sure that he ends with the CEO.
I see. Okay. I need to. I wanna ask for the Liz thing now.
Ooh, that's cool. I like it.
I'll have to go. I'll have to actually like.
Tiger will have to actually play Liz.
If you talk to her about she's going to be really funny because if you say Mr. Hansen, she might not get it.
We're doing probability lab.
Probability lab.
I mean, you could easily tell your shit.
Hello, Spino.
Misidentifying your shoes got me grounded for a month.
Crazy.
Yeah,
I
think I'm gonna keep it on.
Yeah, I'm just. When I heard the news, I jumped up in joy and yippee!
Do you want to see what I've been working on today?
It's Foxhound, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you want to see the result? Like I said, I made Foxhound's AI body mimic her physical body now.
From this one. Okay, here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you some stuff. I am ready to whenever you want to you can start working the projects, and I will start replying to the progress reports that you're going to be doing for them.
Thumbs up. I'm gonna. First thing I'm gonna do is I want to get up. I'm gonna get